Welcome back. Today I'm going to be cleaning out one of my spider cages. This little lady likes to tear up the foam backing in the back of her cage, so we're going to be removing that, cleaning out her dirt, and making her cage nice and pretty. And while we're at it, we're going to clean off the glass, and I'll show you how we do it. Okay, so first things first, we've got to get the spider out of here. Now this is striped knee, and we've named her Skeletor, just because the markings on her legs look a little bit like a skeleton. So much webs. I always feel bad doing this because they put so much work into their web mats that they build just to have it torn apart. Doesn't make them very happy. Alright, we'll see if we can get her in here. Wonder if I can get a better shot of this. Hold on. Okay, I think this direction might be a little bit better for filming. I'll go ahead and try to get her into this cup here. I don't know if I can get her to back up just a tad. Come on, honey. Whoa, not that much. Come here. She's not very happy with me. Come on. See, there we go. That's a good girl. Okay, and there she is. So let's get her lit up, and then we'll move on. All right, now to get this foam out of here. This has been very chewed up by the spider. So I think this time around, I'm just going to leave the foam out and just have the glass background. That is the damage that she's done. So there's foam mixed into her dirt now. So we'll just get rid of that. And now to get rid of all this dirt, I think the fastest way to do this is just going to be... And there we go. So now we're ready for the next step in the process. Need to clean the glass really well. And for this, we just use paper towels and a little bit diluted vinegar. You don't want to use like a bleach or anything that could be harmful to the spiders when you're cleaning these cages. And we found that vinegar does very well at cleaning off the streaks and what other residue there might be on these cages. And it doesn't hurt the spiders in any way because it's non-toxic. It smells like absolute crap, but makes it a little hard to breathe. But once you get it all off, it'll be glass will be much cleaner. Let it dry all the way so that the spiders aren't getting any film or fumes from it. Make sure it's very dry and all the residue is wiped off the glass. And once you're done doing that, we can start redecorating this habitat for the spider. And then for substrate, I like to use a mixture of coconut fiber and some sort of jungle mix, something like that. I think the two together, it makes a nice consistency for the spider so that it can burrow or excavate its cage as it sees fit. So we'll just mix the two of those together. I like to give my teas quite a bit of substrate, even even if they're not necessarily burrowers, because I like to put things that they can, you know, hides and things like that in their cages where they can hide if they need to. Quick escape, makes them feel more secure in their enclosures. And you also don't want to risk of fall from the lid. They like to climb up on the lids, and if they lose their footing, they don't have that as far to fall, and they have a softer landing when they do. So for this enclosure, I bought some terracotta pots, and I'm going to use one of these. This is what it is, and I just got these at Walmart in the hobby section. So we're gonna bury this in the substrate. I think I'm gonna need a little more substrate in there. It doesn't seem quite deep enough to me, so we'll just use the rest of that. And some of that. All right, so once you get enough dirt in there, one thing you want to do is you want to wet the dirt down. You don't want it soaking wet, you just want it damp. So we'll pour some water in there, and then we'll mix this together. That coconut fiber tends to be really dry right outside the bag. I'm going to need more water than that. So a good rule of thumb for me is if I can grab it and pack it into a ball, it's good. So this is obviously still too dry.
That depends on the spider. Some like really dry and some like more moist. Just know what species you have and what they like.
Okay, maybe a little bit more, huh? Okay, so that's feeling really good right there. So I can actually clump that up, but it doesn't feel wet. So once you get it to that point, you're going to want to put the hide in. For this one, I'm going to put it right in the side here. Stick up over the back. Once you get it in a position that you like it, don't worry about putting too much in the hide, because the tea will excavate it out and make it however it wants it. So most teas, they like the dirt a little bit packed. They don't like super loose dirt. It's going to be, you know, squishing under their feet. So once you get it how you want it, just pack it down a bit. So that looks good to me. And then, you know, I don't think the teas care, but I like to decorate the cages a bit just to make them look a little more pleasing aesthetically. So I bought this silly little thing from Walmart when I was getting the clay pots. And then what I usually do is I use peat moss instead of like leaf litter. I like the way peat moss looks in the cages, and that I kind of just spread it around, you know, and get some up in the corners. Plus, one thing it does do is it helps trap a little bit of moisture, which is good for the teas. All right, that looks good to me. Okay, once all that's done, I've got this driftwood stick that I'm going to put in for her. She likes to sit under things like this, so I always make sure that I have something in there for her to sit under. And last but not least, I'm gonna go get the water dish. Okay, and there is the water dish. I just had to run in and clean that really quick. Let's put this right in the corner here, and then let's give you a better shot of this cage. That's how it turned out. Looks a lot better than it did before I started, with all that foam and junk mixed into the dirt. All right, now we just got to get the spider in there. Okay, here she is, waiting patiently. So we'll get her back in there and see how she likes it. Oh yeah, she's ready to go. She's a pretty nice girl though. Okay, go ahead. Try not to block the view here. Give her a little nudge. There you go, honey. Go ahead. Okay, and there she is. In her new enclosure. Okay, so that's it for this video. So until next time, please hit the subscribe button and don't forget to hit the bell. And I'll see you later.